We have abandoned it and thereby defiling our line of businesses. We are now being tossed and fro. We don't even know what we do. Only one family today try to maintain family business, and that is the Hebrew family. But as I speak to you, Nigerian government is on their neck. I think Oceanic Bank is dead. Hebrew Fishing should be dead. I think everything they have is only Aero Contractor that is working partially. Tell me how many of us still maintain our father's business. Tell me our business that they cannot be imitated. Go to all these places I'm mentioning now. Go to India and ask Tata family. Why has they not changed from technology to medical? You think they cannot diversify? And now you see, a rolling stone gathers no moss. Britain have to travel years and months in the high sea just to come and buy palm oil from our father. The crude oil they are coming to steal, are we the one manufacturing it? And I dare you, without fool and a cow, we will run shortage of meat, irrespective that they are idiot. That is why they are doing what they are doing. But the earlier we abandon that cow, the better for us. Tell us our business now, that you will say, without Biafra, you can't get this business. We have destroyed all of them. We have defied our economic stage. Because today, because the government actually is designed to make that happen. If you sell pure water now, the moment you buy bicycle, everybody starts selling pure water. If you are now selling tissue paper, God help you, somebody dash you money. You now buy keke na pepe. Nobody want to know whether they dash you money or not. They will think it's tissue paper. Everybody will rush into tissue paper. And they are programming us and managing us. The next thing you hear, they will cramp all of us down. Don't you see we are being defied? Now, let me tell you a secret. Yorubas are going online to hijack your shop. They call them different name, online shopping. Online shopping. If you want pure water now, you press your phone. They bring pure water to your door. You want mama put now, online shopping. And Yorubas are the one who are fronting this thing. Just watch what they will do you. They are not doing it because they want to advance. They are doing it because... What offense? I see some people say, oh, no, I better teach another tribe instead of me to teach my brother. Don't worry, you don't know what is coming for you. You are speaking from your subconscious mind. Our fathers never did this. It was the duty of the father. Now, almost all the youth, Nigeria have finished killing them. Some are not even showing anybody. Ordinary how to cure headache, we are hiding it. We are customizing it, thereby defiling our economic. I will stop there. And so the earlier you begin to do something that nobody can do, the better for you. Go and look at country that manufacture aeroplane. Send new plane to a country that cannot manufacture aeroplane. But will you understand? We must have economic. There are many ways God has blessed us, but I won't say it here because Nigerian people will go and hijack it. You go back and make sure you clean this defilement economically. It's not too late for all of us. We look at the second one, which is educational defilement. Our ancestors actually made sure that their education benefits the people. But we have been defied academically. Why? If you bring a Yoruba man to speak, a Yoruba man who is educated will speak in line to the tone that will favor his people. This is how they speak. Let's use Omotekun, for instance. The Yoruba Oduduwa nation today has passed into a bill to fully activate on the operation of Omotekun. They have started a kickoff program from Osun State, Oyo State, and Ogun State. These three states, Omotekun, they have passed a bill into motion and it is effective immediately today. Omotekun is functioning in Osun State, in Oyo State, and in Ogun State. Yoruba made this speech very politely, and then they now say, call us and tell us your opinion. Yoruba now begin to debate, and this is what they were debating. Yes, we have introduced app where you touch the app, we can now visit your location. We will still introduce many things. So when they are raping, you press 1. When they are killing you, you press 2. When there is full harassment, they have concluded the arrangement. Now I watch in between. And then our people start calling. This thing now, they should bring it to Southeast now. They are going to promote Omotekun. All of you will worship Omotekun. And I tell you, mark it very soon. Your governors and then Nayangodo, all of them will tell Omotekun to come and protect the Yoruba land. You will enter slavery, you have not returned. Tell you are neutral, you are neutral. If Yoruba can control you to heaven, you are idiots. Mark what I'm telling you now. If we do not take time, all this your governor will beg Omotekun to come and guide our land. But you don't know, you never know. Just watch, because already our people are so happy. The media is promoting Omotekun. Of course, we are helping them to promote Omotekun. Our people now have started calling Omotekun that have not been tested in Yoruba land to come and guard Biafra land for us. Some people think it's going to be sentiment. That is defilement. And one of these pastors is going to be Yoruba friend. If Yoruba is actually in agreement with Awusa Fulani for bargaining chief, this is what they will do next. They will call one governor. Good, who's Odemma? We want to test Omotekun in Imo State. He say, it will not be easy. They say, cool down. We'll give you 30 million for media campaign. We will give you 70 million for this one. We will give you like... When you finish sharing the volume, the tone of dollars, he will say, okay, let's give it a try. Let's see how it goes. If you are not aware, you will accept it. And our children will be gathered on Omotekun. Omotekun should go and guard Yoruba. And when Omotekun guard our Biafra land, I can say you that in less than a decade, Alhaji Damburu Bawa Kashege will guard Biafra land for us, and then we are gone as a people. Our people education has been corrupt. But it is not corrupt because we are corrupt. It is corrupt because we are too sincere. You can't not just be more sincere than God. It's not possible. You can't be more Catholic than the Pope. Why can't we stand and face this monster once and for all? Our fathers didn't do this. Tell our man to read the same news. Yes, Alhaji Damburu Baka Waka Shege security outfit have to partner with Omotekun. That is bargaining chip. Yoruba will say no. We don't want Alhaji Damburu Baka Waka Shege security outfit. We want to be on our own. That is the people. But look at Nayangodo. I'm here to see somebody from Niger Delta, as we call ourselves. Speak up. Then it is our own people that say, oh, please, Fulani, Yoruba, come and help us strategize. Their education is corrupt. The education is corrupt. They are defied. Academically, they are defied. If you want to know what is defilement, academic defilement, go and look at Joe Ibokwe. Go and look at his utterance. And Yoruba look for people who are academically defied, educationally defied. They search for them among us and they use them to undo us. I have seen Nayangodo many times and I know his speech. How I went to school in Yoruba land, I became the best Yoruba student, and now in Katen in Yoruba youth leader, and now win as a Yoruba youth leader, and now Yorubalize and Yoruba, and now Yorubalize Yoruba. He spent more time praising Yoruba than his father. I'm not sure even if he has any good testimony about Enugu, where supposedly he came from. This is educational defilement. All your knowledge, where did it? All your companies in Yoruba land, this is educational defilement. Everything you have is in Yoruba or Hausa land. This is educationally defilement, and I can tell you that intellectually you are a dishonest person because you don't want to fight for your right. Whatever they say goes. We must clean this defilement. We understand Nigeria have politics, but somebody have to stand against these policies. Or else our children will think that is the way it is. Our fathers built industry. Today, Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, one Nigerian British government destroy all of them. The only company they are allowed to thrive in Biafra land is hotel and beer. brewery and hotel. Any other thing can be in Biafra land. Barrack, checking point. Where are all the intellectual? You come, you stay before Mike, you speak big grammar. Who did big grammar pay? But our father were not that weak. I listened to an audio interview by BBC after the war. They met a young man and they said to the man, yes, the Nigerian people now are saying that you people used to be very hardworking, very entrepreneurial, very this, very that. And now they say, how had the mighty fallen? Because the way they destroy Biafra land, you people may not be able to recover in the next 50 years. And the man looked at the British criminal, media BBC idiot, and said to him, I do not see myself as the mighty fallen, but for sure we will come back to our feet. These are men. These are men. The people we have today, we say, manage it, go to church, go and pray. The Lord will do it, because the more we are poor, the more we are emasculator, the more they can decide our life for us. Don't worry, the Lord will do something. He have to wait in 2030. How many years do we have to live here on earth? From the day I was born, the first political language I heard was Vision 8080. We entered 1980. We begin to hear Vision 1990. We enter 1990. We begin to hear Vision 2000. We thought the world would end in 2000. It was so melodious when they say Vision 2000, millennium. When we enter millennium, we wake up in the morning. I open my eye where make I see how millennium, the melody. Nothing millennium inside millennium. Millennium was the beginning of the suffering. People have forgotten. Very romantic and very enticing on the social media. Oh, it's a new millennium. He's going to millennialize us. What is the millennium here? Nothing happened. Then we start hearing Vision 2020. That is 20 years on. Are Nigerians no more hopeless in the year 2000 than in the 2020? In the year 2000, millennium, are Nigerians not more hopeless than they were in the 80s? And some of you now are ringing bell. Yes, in 2023, Igbo can be better president. In 2023, Yoruba can go no rule. In 2023, this is how they say it. And all of you are getting old. All of you are getting old. I was just a boy. Maybe around 4 years. They took us to line up on the road. When Buhari came to Abo. Buhari came to Abo as a president, terrorist president. I should be here like 3 years or 4 years. But I remember they taught us a song. Oh, president was going to come. So they lined us on the road to welcome the president. In Benden State then. We were singing. I don't forget that song. I may not know the word, but I know how it sounds. Those who were born then, we know. Oh, General Buhari, you are welcome to Benden State. God go punish you and your generation. We were just singing it. Buhari was opening his open teeth, waving all of us. Let him come now. If it's Buhari, that man in idiot in Asoro, let him come out and do that. Let him come now. That is to tell you people how much you have failed yourself. You have failed the city. You have failed the people. You have failed yourself. No, come on, all of you come now. That thing you people are looking for, you will get it. But the people mind must be ready. Most of you don't know how these people used to enter open roof. Today, can they do that? Because their cup done the fool. It remains to throw away. But of course, our people must understand that our ancestors actually made sure that every information they have, it is first of all for the good of the people, for the good of the community, and for the good of the entire people. And that is how it should be. Believe me, I respect Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani for this knowledge. But Biafrans need to buckle off. Go back to your roots. And then the third one we're going to look here is traditional defilement. Today, our culture and tradition is the most sarcastic one in all the universe. But yet we have the best culture. We have the best tradition. The one that the world can envy. But we are the one who throw it away. Yoruba may not have rich history like us. Hausa may not have splendid history like us. And I can assure you Fulani may not have. But the one they have, they keep it. They keep it. They so promote it that it's even influencing our own culture and tradition. And you don't know you are defiling it. You are doing a traditional wedding. You are doing Ashebi. Ashebi Onyeibe. Who is Ashebi? Who is Ashebi? And tell me why you cannot remain a slave to Yoruba and Hausa where you don't have regard for your culture and tradition. Some people, some Biafra want them to call them Alhaji. Where they call you Alhaji. And now you're jumping like he-goat, Alhaji. Because they know how to blow themselves out of proportion. Promote their own. What are we doing? No, what are we doing? We defile ourselves. I want you to take record of all the Yoruba. They don't play with their name. Not to talk of their culture. If I look at people here, all the Biafran pastors, for instance, they are after Ogomo. Ask yourself a simple question. Why is the Yoruba general overseer? Who are your general overseer? Why are they not going to destroy Shango Shrine? Why are they not going to destroy Shango Shrine? Yoruba are your Lord in terms of Christianity. They are your master. You are their slave inside church. But in their community, all the shrines still stand. Is it not a wonder that Yoruba God killed Fulani cow? We are the one that abandon our culture and tradition. No, he want to take us to go and do Ogomo. Don't worry. You will be a slave for them and you will do that Ogomo. This is how bad it's going to be. Because these things you are running because you think you are advanced. You will be a slave and your children will do this thing in slavery. You people open your eye. Open your eye. There are killing people everywhere. They are praying against us. They are digging charm in our land. Look at how bold they are. You heard the governor of Delta State telling you that for almost 7 years that Delta people have to pay money to Fulani herdsmen who are not Nigerians before they can go to farm. I didn't say so. If I have said that, they say, no, it's a propaganda. Go to Channels Television, is there. And it's even begging them. I told you people, all the police commissioner, all the police spokesman, all of them are Yoruba. Fulani are Oga on top because they can't speak English. So they need Yoruba to speak for them. This generation of Yoruba better repent because this 10% will not go down with all of you. It won't. But Biafrans must understand to go back to your home. The person that the world reject, will you reject yourself? You people stop being intellectually mugu. You are intellectual mugu. Go back to your root. Go back to your root. It is a mystery to them. They can never understand it. They will only study you for the rest of their life. They can never be able to penetrate. Today you are so transparent that they can penetrate you. That is why a Fulani who is not even in Nigeria will come and stand an entrance to your farm and be telling you to pay money. It is happening in Bayelsa. It's happening everywhere already for your information. And then when you get there, yes, where is your money? He said, where is my money for my land? They will choke you. You no go do anything. You go to the police station, you meet Yoruba person there. Yoruba will say, okay, take him to the police station. Pray so that they don't see money in your pocket. The Yoruba man will give order so they kill you like they killed Chima in Port Harcourt. I think they are killing that matter now. And then Tanko Mohammed is waiting at the Supreme Court. They will supreme you. Imagine now if our gods are killing Yoruba Fulani cow as Yoruba gods kill Fulani cow. Do you think they will be in our land? But you will not reason it that way. What we are going to reason, oh, it's making us to backslide. He's touching our faith. Do you have faith more than me? Go back to your root. I won't spell out everything here. But you know what you are supposed to do. Go back to your root. Go and begin to ask your fathers them question. I said something here. One idiot went to the forum and was attacking me. Because in my yesterday broadcast I said something. That we have been waiting for Jesus for 2,000 years. And we are still waiting for him. My intention is to make you understand that we are not the only people waiting for Jesus. America is waiting for Jesus. India is waiting for Jesus. Britain, everybody is waiting for Jesus. And they are developing their land. Why can't we develop our own life and wait for Jesus? Are you this idiot that you give Fulani your land because you are waiting for Jesus? Are you that hopeless you don't have sense? Are you telling me Christians in America who are developing their place are not waiting for Jesus? Do you know Reinhard Bonnke is from Germany? But you don't have sense. You will not reason the one that will save you. The war is at our doorstep already. We must choose to save our land. You know, the Bible said that God said to them, I said before you life and death. I said before you good and evil. He encouraged them to choose good. He encouraged them to choose good. Now, let me tell you one thing about God. He needs you to understand that there is good. He wants you to understand that there is bad. And he encourages you to follow the right path. Do not make any mistake about that. He told Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, according to the Bible, this is the tree of life and this is the tree of death. Do not do this, do not do this. But he didn't say they should not stop. He actually wanted them to know the difference. Not to abuse it. God wants you to know everything. He wants you. That is why he told you about them. In those days, in the forest, in the community, there are places you don't go alone. It could be that there are lions, wild animals in those forests. But your ancestors know you are not ready to know the type of animal, wild animal in those forests. They will tell you it's evil forest. Don't go there. If you go there alone, you will not come back. They waited for you to grow before they tell you. The reason we say don't go to evil forest is because there is tiger there. There is elephant there. You are a child, you can be traumatized. But you don't know. And so when European came, you begin to sell it for them. Because it's evil forest. Most people in Aba, from Aba, don't know why they call Aba Onyeibe. Your fathers were rearing elephants like a chicken and fowl. That is why it's called Onyeibe. Not because of Onyeibe Football Club. Ngwa people were rearing elephants like fowl and goat. Like as Fulani are rearing cow until they destroy all of them. Britain stole all the elephant talks. You never hear that in the history. Back to your root. I will stop here, and of course, our line will be open so you can be able to make calls and they understand. Believe me, these people are upon us already. Make no mistake about that. If we do not defend our land in such a way that they cannot understand, this war will not be easy for all of us. It won't be easy. Look at them fighting us in different dimensions. You have to get ready to resist in different dimensions. Understand it already. They are everywhere. They are killing people. They are not sparing anybody. All the way from Ebonyi. Everywhere in Biafra land. They are massacring people. Those who call themselves our political leader are not making plans to see how they will liberate us. They are looking for how to go to Abuja to share money on our behalf. Facebook have started again. Of course, they came late. They may cut me any moment from now, but do not bother yourself. We will go to part 2. Shameless people.
Biafrans worldwide, there will be a 3 days fasting and prayer for all indigenous people of Biafra from Friday 6th of March to Sunday 8th of March 2020. Theme: Solemn Assembly. Joel chapter 1 verse 14. Esther chapter 4 verse 16. Prayer topic: Day 1, 6th of March 2020. Thanking Chukwu Okike Abiama for how he has led us thus far. Secondly, for the successful burial of our leader's parent, Psalms chapter 8 and Psalms chapter 111, Psalms chapter 124. Day 2, 7th March 2020, destroying the enemies who have invaded the land of Biafra. Psalms chapter 35 from verse 1 to 8, Psalms chapter 68 from verse 1 to 8, Isaiah chapter 49 from verse 24 to 26. Isaiah chapter 59 from verse 10 to 19. 2 Chronicle chapter 20 from verse 1 to 25. Day 3, 8 March 2020. O Lord, restore Biafra by your mighty hand according to your promises. In the book of Isaiah chapter 10 verse 24 to 27. Micah chapter 5 from verse 1 to 15. Duration of fasting. Category A, 3 days dry fasting. Category B, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Category C, 6 a.m. to 12 noon. Category D, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Category E, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Category F, 4 p.m. to 6 a.m. the next day. Category G, only 1 hour daily for children, old people, pregnant women, and those on medication. One can choose the category convenient for him and be consistent. Chukwu Okike Biama will answer us and restore Biafra nation for us. This year 2020, which is Biafra Jubilee, Ise, prepared by Evangelist Ozako Nwokike, signed by Mazi Oscar Okeke, Head of Religious Affairs Committee. Announcer, Mazi Chidebere Obioro Kafo, Anambra Central Senatorial District Media Coordinator, directed by the Anambra State Media Coordinator, Mazi Ike Nwajako. Coming to you from the table of all state media, led by Mrs. Obi Mboma. Every announcement and management is from the platform and control of indigenous people of Biafra under the supreme leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Okukan.
Yes, of course, I hope you are prepared, spirit, body, and soul, because this journey is long and you will need food and water. Honestly, I can assure you that. Our lines are open at this moment. Biafrans across the globe are free to call in and make their contribution. Look at how we have been defied economically. Consider how we have been defied in terms of educationally, traditionally, and all the wise. Look at every form of defilement in our land. You will understand. We lose ground on this area because we allow them to access them. We allow them to access them, and it is not proper, believe me. Believe me. Yes, a caller on the line, of course, I'm sorry for that. Here to call the number. If you are a Biafran, anywhere in the world, you are yet to join IPOB. This is not something we are going to do alone. And this is not something we will give you the privilege to say they didn't tell you. We are happy that today a lot of people are saying we are talking too much. We are very happy because this very word will stand as a testament against many of you. We are keeping our record. If you know how to pound, pound in the mortar. If you don't know how to pound, begin to pound on the ground. Send us your name and your location to our WhatsApp line, and we will direct you to the nearest coordinator. Coordinators must prepare their capacity to accumulate, to assume, to consume, to accept all these people that are coming in. We need IPOB family in every street in Biafra land. We want IPOB family there. Everybody must hear this gospel. This will enable us to control collateral damages. Without IPOB member in the interior giving us report what is happening, I can tell you that 50% of Biafrans would have been dead. Biafrans will wake up. Biafrans will wake up. A lot is going on in our land. Wake up. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-2215-2971, 081-2215-2971. And the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Yeah, I got Trumbo crowd who are mene take
of fasting. Good evening from here.
Mazin there, we're good evening, my beloved brother. Chukwokaba keep you. We love you. Continue doing. Chukwokaba is your strength. Mazi, that Fulani guy, let him come up. We are not afraid of them. Mazi, tell that idiot to identify himself. Let him come. Before he will kill you, he will die. That thing is planning for you. Who would die?
No. All those people, they don't know what is coming for them. They don't know.
No, because Mazi, they think we are playing. They did it. Their grand what? Forget that automaton for you. Did they win our forefathers? Our forefathers did it with them without nothing. The white man came and did that. Mazi, we it's not everything we say here. That they are looking for. That is that cannot hang there again. Because this time there must be a victor. This one not no victor, no vanquish. That thing they are bragging, flexing their muscles because they have that little thing AK-47. We shall see how it comes. We shall see how it goes. We are waiting. We are waiting for them. This time, I don't even pray that this will end in peace. Because that thing they are looking, flexing muscles for our boys here and there. Boys in the area, but are they watching these boys? And how most of some them? Our boys continue doing exercise. That's what I tell you. Continue doing your own exercise. And before, look, Mazi, it is high time. If they attack you, if they kill one now, kill them three. Yeah, remove fear. I trust all of you. Mazi, they cannot intimidate us. Look at what Okokowa. So he's making us understand. Since 7 years.
7 years.
Paying this money. Okay, Mazi, do you see what these people are doing? Mazi, I don't know, somewhere in casino where about they're paying 1 million. Do you know how much these people are making? They pay 1 million. Each family, one person paying 1 million. For who? To who are you paying it?
Fulani again, oh.
Fulani everywhere.
In our own land.
No, it cannot go free. Look at what Izokowa is saying. All of them under I hate all of them. Mazi, I hate them. These are idiots. And the only thing I'm telling my people is to do the needful. All of you in Biafra land, every nook and cradle of Biafra, we need to fluctuate it with Radio Biafra. And when this Radio Biafra, as much as Onyeibe is online, I'm talking, you are hearing me. You know we have started. So let us continue to do the needful. Please, it's very, very important. Our beloved brother from Owerri Zone, Okigwe, and Uturu, please call this number. Get yourself together and put Radio Biafra. It's very, very important now. I will mention this place and I will call the numbers. Do it now. Let us call for go. This is not time of talking. And those of you carrying fake rumor that they're attacking Allah, they're attacking the Ebony. Take time because we have people. There are people in Biafra land. If anything happens, they will tell you not to talking nonsense. This is not time of his career. Mazi, there is nothing happening in Allah. And there is nothing happening in Ebony.
What our people must understand is when they see information, this information must be properly dissected. The essence of having forum was to be able to communicate to everybody who have access to a telephone line. But what some idiots are doing there is opening company. They are opening company now instead of enlightening the people. I understand the massacre they are saying is Solo. It is somewhere in Congo because you listen to the audio. They are speaking French. These are Congos, not Biafra. If they are killing us, we will tell them they are killing us. We don't blackmail.
So how can that? Okay, let that person come and tell.
It's a Yoruba. It's a Yoruba.
Which village in Olo?
It's a Yoruba, and our people can share useless video. Our people can share nonsense. This thing. The real brokers they will not share it.
They will not share it.
The real brokers they will not share it.
Do something.
The next thing somebody will send out you. Get Baba Ijebu. He say make you no cancel any call. I beg you collect and send to your people quick. Very important. Baba Ijebu don't talk. Idiot everywhere.
This is nonsense. What kind of mentality are these idiots? You cannot bring money and put Radio Biafra in your town. Don't these idiots are sharing. IPOB is not in your town. IPOB is not in your village. Can't you do it? But you have me to know money here and there. What you do, let our people be careful this time because even and if you are from all, if you continue to put this kind of thing in our forum, any forum, we will remove you. There is no cabal here. If you want to find your own, go and find your own cabal. We are here probably for IPOB And if anything is happening, we have people within and around there that will give us adequate information. There are people we can call. They tell us what is going on. It's not everything come here and shall go and do the needful. Please, my brothers from Owerri zone in particular, please, Owerri, Okigwe, Uturu, please call this number and go and do the needful. Because all this thing we are shouting every day. If you are not getting this radio Biafra, you are nowhere. Your joy is not complete. You don't know when they will say run. Because call this number. You can call Chibeze Anyanwu in London. Or you call me. If you have anything, call me. I connect you to him. We go and do the needful. The number is +44 74 744 26096. I will repeat. +44 74 744 26096. Chibeze Anyanwu is in London. We want to do it as they did it in Mbitolu. We are very happy now. From Ogwa, from Orodo, Uworubi, Mberi. All of you are getting Radio Biafra. Likewise, all those people that are not getting Radio Biafra in all, very soon you will get it. Osina, Akokwa, Urala, Umo, all of you, Idato, whatever you, and some of you from also, I'm not sure those areas. If you are not also Zara, if you are not getting it, you call the number. This number you can call +48 739 672 638. I repeat, +48 739 672 638. And those of you in Udi, we appreciate all of you. Udi, Eziag, Aniri, Ogu. You people are doing great. Very, very soon. We get this Radio Biafra. Let us do the needful. And from Easy, and the Isiago, all of you, please, Ebony, continue. We appreciate all of you.
Thank you very much.
Orumba North, we appreciate all of you. Call the same number. Mazi, I remain okay for it. Mazi, Thank you, my beloved.
We must continue. Our people must understand. Those who find themselves within this prison called Nigeria, you need to go back and ask yourself question. Yoruba, do you love Igbo man with all your heart? Awusa, do you love Igbo man? We don't love ourselves. Why are we pretending? Because of all ye well. Let us stop pretending and divide Nigeria and go. We don't love Britain, but we are not disturbing Britain. Britain cannot come here to disturb us, except it's using Fulani and Yoruba to kill us. Why are we deceiving ourselves? Why are we killing ourselves for British government? The same Britain that is running from EU. But you people are not our concern. Our concern is our people. Our concern is our people who want to be more Catholic than the Pope. That is our concern. But the point is that those who want to remain in one Nigeria, they shall be like one Nigeria. Because you are not ready for what is going to come. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, Mazi, good morning.
Good evening
yes,
from
sir.
here. Go ahead,
I'm
please.
here, sir. Yeah. Thank you. I'm speaking to Chidera from South Africa, sir.
Go ahead, Mazi.
Mazi, I just wonder, thank you. When elder gathered and discussing something, and a child is among them, and they are saying something he did not understand, he or she, he asks questions, and is expecting the elders to explain to him or her based on the question he asked and what they say. My question is this to the people, the elders of Biafra people. When the number one, there's something they call the R, that is abomination in English word. R. So meaning somebody have done something have never been done, or something that the land are forbidden. Why I say that is that when if at all that so-called number 4 that jumped to number 1 in Imo State, Mr. No Hope, if he indeed campaigned for his people and people voted for him, my question is, did he tell the people that is campaigning during his campaign, his manifesto period, that is going to store an emirate in Imo if he is voted in? If not, why is it the elders of the land are not asking him that he have committed abomination? Omega R, meaning he have done something that nobody have done. Meaning he's supposed to be outcast completely from that particular land because he was called for such a different post, and he came and performing and practicing a different agenda. So the question I'm asking the elders now is that how long will somebody commit atrocity before he decided to need mega arrow in Imo State?
If you look at our teaching this evening, the last one we check is traditional defilement. Obi of Abo is under the payroll of Fulani. He's here to be converted to Muslim, but they are working on him. Obi of Abavo in Abo is a Muslim already. His community people have chased him out of palace. And many of the Obi in Delta State are now being threatened to join Muslim. Many of them say they will not join. We know the name of the people who say they will not join. As I'm talking to you, Fulani herdsmen are ravaging their land, and there is nobody to defend them. I have told them to hold the line. They will suffer for a while, but not for long. Now, what I'm saying is, I'm just telling you where I come from. The same thing, most Igwe and the Obi and Igwe Nana in southeast and Amayanabo in south, as the case may be, have defied themselves. So they have lost their mantle of leadership. They can no longer be authoritative. Now, let me digress a little bit. If you have read different translations of the Bible, you will see that all the translation of the Bible except one, something is wrong. The original King James Version talk authoritatively. It says, "Thus says the Lord, thou shalt not do this, thou shalt not do that." Very authoritatively. You will understand somebody is talking. But I want you to go and look other translation. They are so watered down that it's not authoritative. You begin to say, and the Lord said that sometime you have to rest, even though you cannot work very hard. You just rest more. But King James Version, and the Lord say, even though thou art tired, thou must continue this journey till you get to the end. You notice two of them are not the same. One have been compromised. I can tell you, in as much as Okowa come out to say the truth, his words are watered down. He was leaving space to be able to defend himself. Should it be that all these police, government bulldog attack him? But at least he was bold enough to tell us that for 7 years, people in Delta State have been giving money to Fulani herdsmen to go to their farm. So any Igwe, any Amoyanabo who cannot come out openly and speak against this evil have been compromised already. Without IPOB, without the American, like Donald Trump and concerned people from America, speaking against the killing of Christians in Nigeria, did you not notice that no man of God can speak out? The one that managed to proceed did not talk. But now they are on trial because of Biafra. Everybody is now protesting. Would they have protested? Because it's not affecting them. Now the common masses must understand that if they do not stand up and fight these criminals in power, there will be no future for them. Because they can stop at nothing. So don't even ask them questions. They know why they have complicated their life. All they need to do is come to IPOB and confess. Repent of their sins and they shall be born again. We will save them. But they continue to think they will oppress also. One Nigerian will remain so that their atrocity will not be known. It shall be known. It is as simple as that. Thank you very much. Go ahead, and sorry for interrupting you.
No, it's fine, because that's why I said when a child is sitting and there's a discussion or a topic, whatever it is, we the children need to ask questions.
Nnayanwodo is writing a letter to Nigerian government, warning them about the activity of Fulani herdsmen. But the same Nnayanwodo went to call Fulani herdsmen to help them prepare, organize the operation Obunigwe. You see the level of hypocrisy? Yeah. Did you see the level of hypocrisy?
Yes.
Did you see the evidence of compromising? Yes. That is why we are telling our people. If you go back and look at your ancestors, they will always tell you the truth. They will call you and tell you the truth. They know that that truth is going to guide you in the end, but you must know the truth. But the people we have today tell us lie. They tell us lie. And when you want to tell them the truth, they say you are a bad child. Thank you very much, my brother.
Yes.
We must continue.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line.
Yeah, Onyeibe.
Good evening from here.
Yeah. Onyeibe came from Akwu. Akwu is in Urumba government area in Anambra State.
Yes, go ahead. I will advise you. Yes, go ahead, but turn down the volume of your radio set or you move away from there. Go ahead, please.
Okay, I'm already off it.
Go ahead.
Okay. What I want to speak now is this. According to what we are talking now, at times we are just playing around the bush. I saw something of Anambra State called Biafra or whatever they call him. They do it yesterday.
But I'm still listening to your radio. You say you have already offed it. I'm still hearing it.
I want to off it.
You want to off it. You have already off it. If you may continue like this, I will cut you off myself. The world is listening to you. Go ahead and hit the nail on the head.
Okay. They told us they had been meeting yesterday. Fulani herdsmen entered there with traditional rulers in Anambra State. I continue asking myself, why these people are doing abomination in our land? I've never got it. I don't know the reason why these people are doing abomination in our land. I know when our grandfathers are alive, when we are small, no stranger will enter where they are doing meeting. Talk less of Hausa Fulani. Instead of even Hausa Fulani started threatening them that their children will continue carrying AK-47 going around in Anambra State, threatening people in the villages. From there, they walk out from their meeting. If you think about all this, these people have compromised. These people called governors, they have compromised. And the one telling me is this man they are calling Obiano is from Agrary. One day, this idiot will carry these people enter a big guard for Agrary. Our people must open their eyes now. Know that these people are traitors. These people are not our leaders. Obiano is a traitor. They can never tell me that Igbos are doing the meeting to secure themselves. They bring for an investment inside a place. They are threatening you. This thing is paining me so much. We are living in Europe here, in Italy here. We know how these people, you can never enter where they are doing their own meeting. What type of nonsense is this? I don't know the type of people they call our leaders today. The thing is paining me so much. I never saw. Which type of nonsense is this? Every day they do this one today, tomorrow they do another one. Okowa buy vehicle the other day. Give police. Today, the same police he called, they explained to them that they are threatening our people to pay money before they go to their farmland. Is it the king, a real man? See as the man is shaking in the seat with the white cloth he wears. See as Okowa is shaking.
Did you not hear his voice? Did you not hear his voice? If you see any man who is talking, any woman who is talking and doing don't trust them. Do not trust them. They know what they are doing. Like I was saying, you see, they are not straightforward people. They're trying to be what they are not. But God will expose every evil on earth. Imagine.
Who never prostitute one day are threatening your people.
Today they bring Nigerian police to kill the youth and call them hoodlum. In those days, elders will do meeting. Only few youth will enter the forest, and when they come back, the town will be sanctified. Today now, elders are the one reporting the youth that the youth are hoodlum. About 4 boys was killed in Aba the other day, and they publish. How did they publish it? The police gunned down suspected hoodlum, and people say, "Oh, thank God!" Though it's a welcome development. And I said, "Look at these people. They are suspected hoodlum. Police gunned down 4 young men, but Fulani herdsmen have been flown abroad for enlightenment, or what do they call it? But of course, without all these things happening, who would have believed our report? Who would have believed what we are saying here today?
Hey.
But our people must be at alert because we are going home. Thank you very much.
Well, very big. Thank you, my brother. May God bless you, Onyeibe. Except what are we going to do, Seth? If I continue hearing your voice, I say, except this young man. In fact,
but of course, it's just a privilege. It's just a privilege. There are millions of protégés of our leader Mazi Kano out there. But understand, let nothing happen to the original. They will see what is coming for them. We just have to appreciate the Creator who has brought a leader for us in a time like this to point the way for us to go. But hopefully, the world will listen to him. Nigeria will listen to him. And they will respect our decision and our stand. But until then, if we fail to do what we are supposed to do as a people, we may be complaining for a very long time. But be rest assured, these people will not win this battle. A brother called and said something. This is no victor, no vanquish. There must be victor and there must be vanquish. This one will enter. Then you will understand we are the sons of our Father. But until then, people must understand how our communities are being run and who we truly are and what we represent as a people. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp? Caller on WhatsApp.
Mazi.
Good evening from here in Dewo.
Yeah, I want to thank you, Mazi, very much, and all the Biafrans who are on ground during the laying to rest of our first parents. Thank you very much. You all made us proud. The Lord bless you. Now, we have a lot of Biafrans are joining us here in the state of Illinois, in the United States, and I'm still wondering why the rest of them who are tarrying, what is keeping them waiting? You know, they should join IPOB now. We've created so many zones all over the state of Illinois. Biafrans in Illinois, join IPOB now. Mazi, coming to your topic, back to your root. See, the problem with our people is that we keep telling them these things every time. They fail to realize that this act of defilement is one of the tools the enemy used to put them down, make them so docile, make them look so stupid. They've been deprived of everything. They've been dehumanized, made to feel like they're not even, humans, made to feel inferior. Yet we are calling on them every day to join IPOB, to quit all of these places where they go to worship. The Lord has commissioned me to call Biafrans and tell them to get away from every useless Yoruba. Yorubas are no Christians. Get away from useless Redeem, Oyedepo, Kumuye, TB Joshua, Biafrans. Run away from Yoruba church, because the evil that is going to befall those bastards, you are going to partake of them if you don't get out there. All the Yoruba churches are cursed. All their pastors are cursed. Archbishop Ememadu is telling them today, Biafra, get away from Yoruba churches. You have been defiled in those useless churches. Look for a Biafran church and join. Join IPOB now. Biafrans all over the United States of America and beyond. Our 2020 million march is coming up June the 20th. Please, the venue and the hotel accommodation reservations are out. Get prepared. We have to show the world, we have to tell the world how ready we are to get out of the zoo called Nigeria. Definitely Biafra must stand. We are going home. Biafrans all over the world, it's time for you to get up. All over the world, Biafra for you to get up. Wherever country you find yourself, let your voice be heard. Be bold. It's time for us to go home. The zoo can never stand. There is nothing useless Britain can do. Useless British establishments must fall. All atrocities against the Biafran people. The oil they think they've been stealing from our land, it is the blood of the Biafran people they've been sucking. As a result, as the Lord of hosts, the King of glory, liveth, useless Britain must be thoroughly eliminated from the face of the earth. Biafrans, rise up. It is time for us to go back to our land. It is time for us to possess our possession. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you. We must continue. The truth cannot be overemphasized. Our people must open their heart and accept the whole truth. The truth is that we are not here to conquer anybody. The truth is that we don't hate anybody. The truth is that our life has been taken from us. The truth is that we want to be the author of our destiny, controlling our time and space without apology, without reservation. Our people must get ready to do the needful. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, I'm there, Mazi Onyeibe.
Good evening, sir. Here. No.
Good evening, sir. I say, oh, man, I've been calling this line for the past 4 months. I have not been able to come through.
And finally, you are here.
Yes, thank God I'm here today. I'm so happy I was able to reach you today. This your topic, this back to our roots. I listen every day. Even while I'm at work, I make sure I use my earpiece to listen.
Thank God because he spoke out. How many people are saying the truth?
Imagine this.
Others are telling us, no, they are our good neighbor. We have to be accommodative. We have to be loving. As if we are hating.
This is appalling. This is appalling. Imagine sometimes, especially when you come to this back to your roots, I could remember I will be asking myself some kind of question. These people said our ancestors are evil. But in the days of our ancestors, I do ask my father, I say, Daddy, please just tell me a little bit about our ancestors. What did they do? What make us evil? What happened to our ancestors? And I could remember when I was small, we would go to farm because we are living in the town. We'll go to farm in village. You will see food stuff. You will see everything along the road. Nobody will take it. Nobody will take it. Everything is peaceful. There is no murder. There is no killing. There is nothing. Everywhere was peaceful. What makes our ancestors evil?
I saw most of them. If you look at them, you see there is this influence of fear and intimidation. Even without a word, they command obedience of everybody. I saw them, there was something unique about them. They were men of few words. They were sincere and genuine men. I saw some of them, and when somebody say your ancestors are evil, I would not believe. Because they knew what it means not to go to another man's wife. They knew what it means not to move the ancient land boundary. They knew what it means not to kill another person. They knew everything any pastor can ever teach me. I knew them. I saw them. Believe me. Go ahead, my brother.
Mazi, could you believe that since I was born up to this age I am now, almost 40, my father have not gone to church once. And my father can never take someone's pin. He prays every morning and night. He will not. That is the best father I've ever seen in this world. He will not sleep outside. You will not see him womanize. You will not see him lie. If you lie, he will beat you mercilessly. But today, look at what is going on in the church. Look at our reverend fathers. Look at our pastors. Evil, fornication, everything, adultery. So what makes us evil? What makes us our ancestors evil? Since I began to listen to this program, my brother, I tell you, I've given chance from so many churches. I tell you, I don't go as usual as before. I do pray. I do every other thing that follows the gospel. Our people should wake up. Our people should wake up. So, Mazi, please let me just talk to my Agbo people so that we wake up. Because Agbo dodoni ebo olonore le mo wan dodoni na ilihi no toma ihe ni cho no obidon o save den yo ehun wa no ne won volunteer eri ibe east eri ibe upland le wele obidon dagbe nyo yen ri ibe ni wo yi na yen ka dodoni egi mo solo bere no nnegu ndagbe nyiri dali ebu ebe na ere men kan re jamni kan re nnegu we yi lo we si we atoju atolo arabia nnegu nde na ififi ndi na time wo kem kono le una le ru iroro Ndagbo dodoni le inoto. Dodoni. Mazi Onyeibe.
Thank you very much.
Mazi.
Where gone thing?
Nkala keni ndu iko ekide.
Nsogbu
Na
ala.
enwezo mane ime forum WhatsApp ndị anioma. Na mane ka
Nsogbu ala. Nsogbu ala. Nsogbu ala. Thank you very much. I say. And hopefully this is where I draw the curtain for this evening segment on Back to Your Root. But sincere apology, I will not be able to come up on the second segment because duty calls. But having said that, our people must remain focused. Our people must be able to understand the meaning of the time where we are, what we are supposed to do. Our people must remain focused because the enemy have surrounded us. But I tell you, they come in one way, but they will go in seven directions. Be rest assured of it. We are not afraid of them. We are not panicking. They can't even give us sleepless night. But the Creator will bear us witness that we want our life back because He has been taken from us. Go back and find out who your father is. And then you should be able to know whether they are evil or they are not evil. Because the knowledge of your root is what will save you from this inevitable doom that will befall Nigeria in the end. Make no mistake about that. I sign off from here. Remain blessed, remain focused. Chukwuka Kabiama be with all of us. You see?
It's another celebration. Another celebration. IPOB Island. Celebration. IPOB Island. Celebration.
Oh yes, another St. Patrick's Day celebration is here again.
Biafran community in Ireland, under the leadership of Mazi
hereby invites all Biafrans, friends of Biafra, and lovers of freedom
as we join the Irish people worldwide to celebrate the yearly St. Patrick's Day parade in County Waterford, Ireland.
Join us live on Facebook at Mazi Isaiah Oba.
Date
Tuesday, 17th of March 2020.
Time
12 noon. City Waterford.
Dublin Zone Gathering Point, Red Cow Tram Station
off Junction 9, M50/N7 exit. Gathering time
6:45 a.m.
Departure time
7:30 a.m. on the dot.
7:30 a.m. on dot.
For more information, please contact Pastor Henry Igwe, IPOB Waterford Coordinator
on 0851 894782. Special guest of honor includes members of DOS, Mazi Isaiah Oba, IPOB Deputy European Representative
08946778996,
Mazi Charles Mba, IPOB Ireland National Coordinator 085-1434454.
Mazi CJ Duru Ayaon, IPOB Dublin Coordinator 08612553640.
IPOB Kirk Coordinator Mazi Peter Ewuzie Ezudo 08688652007.
IPOB Lambert Coordinator Mazi Benjamin Ayaon 08924908835.
IPOB Dundalk Coordinator Mazi Chinedu Duru 08727562667.
IPOB Galway Coordinator
Mazi Basil Dike 089967800.
IPOB Carry Coordinator
Mazi Ugochukwu Ihemekeke 08995589999. Biafra restoration is near. Come all, let's keep Biafra alive. Signed, Mazi Stephen Chukwemeka,
IPOB Ireland National Secretary
085-868-3440. Announcer
Prince Will Irojogo.
It's another celebration. Another celebration. It's another celebration.
wonderful people, great Biafrans, wherever you are, on the face of this very planet. As always, we welcome you to this very special end-of-year edition, the New Year's Eve edition of Radio Biafra, broadcast live and direct. Wherever you are staying out, where you are domiciled, where you are residing across the face of this very earth, the entire 24 time zones is carrying this very broadcast live and direct. You can join us on Facebook, you can join us on TuneIn. There is a plethora, an array of ways through which and by which you can participate in this very program this evening. We are on FM in Biafra land. We are on satellite. We are relentless. We are determined. We are not surrendering. We don't intend to, and we can never. There will be no retreat and there will be no surrender. The only movement we know is upwards and forwards. And that is why Biafra will come in our time. As I welcome you by saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you, so do I expect you to welcome all those who are around you. You must bring your pen and your paper with you. You must do all you can within your powers to make sure that this very gospel is propagated to the ends of the earth, because contained within it is the very essence, is the very beginning of the crumbling of the damnable zoological republic. That very contraption created by the British called Nigeria. That very hopeless place, a Sharia territory, a territory of jihadists, a territory of killers, a territory of stark illiterates, those who are backward, never, ever to move forward. They are cursed. It is a cursed entity. And this evening, believe you me, we are going to unravel it. I do not know how many hours we are going to stay together, but I can assure you, before we bring this program to a conclusion this evening, anybody who hitherto were in doubt as to the precipitous collapse of the zoo, such doubts will be consigned. It will be removed. It will be taken away, never, ever, ever to resurface, not to reoccur in the hearts of those that want to see the light, those who want to see freedom. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, and by the very special grace of Elohim, Chukwukika Biama Prumi Yanina, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. Our job is to disseminate this very gospel. Our job is to preach it. Our effort is all geared towards the restoration of Biafra, and there is nothing any mortal can do to stop it. Even now, the zoo and their leadership is beginning to acknowledge, and they must know that they are in very serious trouble. We are not going to be placated with warm words about restructuring. We are not going to be moved from our position with mindless, or should I say, very vacuous assurances. We are determined and we are very resolute. The only thing we want is Biafra, nothing more, nothing less. People can decide amongst themselves to bring ridicule and shame to their ignorance, but insofar as IPOB is concerned, we are resolute, we are determined, we remain ever pure, both in heart, in spirit, and on this very temporal flesh. This very effort to restore Biafra is founded on the irresistible principle of scrupulous cleanness, whiter than white and whiter than snow. Therefore, we are unrelenting. Therefore, we are not, by any stretch of the imagination, going to trade this very noble effort for some sham restructuring. What we are interested in is the restoration of Biafra, and that is exactly what we intend to do. Before we proceed, I must please remind you to be mindful of the fact that you need your pen and your paper ready. Without your pen and your paper, there is no way you can learn. We have come to lecture. We have come to address humanity. We have come that those who are blind may see, that those who hitherto we are born and raised in ignorance may become enlightened to understand their perilous state, to understand the hopelessness of Nigeria, and to do something about it, to extricate themselves from the hellhole that they find themselves in. This is Radio Biafra, and allow me to repeat that we are live and we are direct, and heaven is bearing us witness. That is a fact. There are those who may wish to stand upon what we have accomplished to perhaps relaunch their dead careers, but we can assure them that the path we have chosen is very arduous and very difficult. Only the pure at heart will be able to walk it. And that is exactly what this God-ordained IPOB is doing. Before we go any further, we must hand over our proceedings to heaven, to Chukwukika Biama Purumi Henine, the creator of the heavens and this very earth. On this very New Year's Eve, the very last day of the year, according to Gregorian calendar, we must understand that. What we are in for today is adhering to Gregorian calendar. It is not the calendar of the ancients. We must always remember that. But all the same, considering that all the areas of the world touched, or should I say tainted by Western influence, is observing it at the end of the year, and by virtue, we are obliged to do so. And we must pray to Chukwukika Biama, O Elohim in heaven, the giver of life and the giver of hope. You that have decreed that we will be alive in the land of the living to see this very day, not because we merit it, but because that is what only you have determined. We have come to the end of the year in the Gregorian calendar 2019. In all that we have been through, in all that we have endured, we give your name praise. We lift you up because there is no other like thee. In sickness and in health, we praise your holy name. In good times and in bad times, we adore thee. We remember those who are incarcerated. We remember those who were with us by this time last year who are no longer here. My parents amongst them. We remember those who have suffered, those who have lost limb, those who have lost a part of their body, those who are suffering, those who are in pain because of the restoration of Biafra. We are going through all this that your will may be fulfilled upon the lives of those that call upon thee morning, noon, and night, because we have no other than thee. There is no God elsewhere apart from thee. There is no other entity. There is no other befitting of praise and adulation except thee, O Elohim. You will listen to our prayers. You will deliver us from the hands of our enemies. You will hear us when we call upon thee. Although we mourn in our complaint and always complain and petition thee, because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked in the zoo called Nigeria, for they cast iniquity upon your children, and in wrath they hate those of us that speak the truth. Fearfulness and trembling have come upon some of your children, and horror has overtaken us. And we continue to say, oh, we wish we had wings like a dove, then we will disappear and leave all this Biafra restoration in the hands of those who are not worthy. But when, O Elohim, we wander off in our thought, we are lost in the wilderness, for only thee can direct us back through the path of truth and righteousness, that we may seek thee with clean conscience and a pure heart, so that Biafra may be restored. We will, O Elohim, escape the wind of evil in the zoo. For Biafra you have set apart as your own. You will destroy all those that have sought to destroy us in the past. You will destroy all those who are seeking to destroy your children. And all those who are seeking to divide us into South-South and Southeast, Niger Delta and the East. O Elohim, so will you divide their tongues. For we have seen violence in them, and we have seen their cities collapse. Horror shall befall them day and night. They will not know they are going out, nor they are coming in. For mischief and sorrow will dwell amongst them, because they harbor wickedness, deceit, and guile. For it was not an enemy from the north that we should fear, but those who are born within, or those that bear our names, those who sit and work for the enemy. All their work will come to nothing, for they will be destroyed. For we have devoted all that we are unto thee. For only you, Elohim, is our hope. Only you, O Heavenly Father, have we sought refuge under. For the zoo will fall. Nigeria will be seized by death and destruction, and they cannot escape it. For you have heard our cries and our affliction. For you, only you, abideth by the word that cometh forth from your mouth. For you have decreed that Biafra will come. And so we know, we hope, we pray, and we tirelessly work towards the restoration of your kingdom upon the face of this very earth. Because the words of your mouth are yea and amen. For you have proclaimed Biafra, so shall Biafra come in our time. For only you, Elohim, shall bring down into the pit of destruction the damnable zoological republic, that very Nigeria, bloody and deceitful, that you shall destroy in the days of the sons of men, like in our time, that Biafra may come, and your name exalted, praised, adored, and worshipped. Forever and ever we pray. He said, this evening, as I said earlier, if you do not have your pen and paper, you are missing a lot. This is a lecture, not just a broadcast, but a lecture. This evening, we shall attempt to tell you about the origin, the genesis of the jihadi movement you have in Nigeria today, this very evening or morning or afternoon or night, depending on where you are. You will come to the full realization that Nigeria is so hopeless that any attempt to sustain it will lead to further bloodshed, will lead to the jihadists gaining more foothold in the south. It will lead to the utter destruction of our way of life. It will mean that we will no longer exist as a people. Anybody championing or carrying this very burden of the preservation of one Nigeria, I can assure you they are working towards your destruction as a human being and as a race of people. This is the context. What I'm trying to build this evening is just a context so you can understand it. I will try not to be too grammatical because our grandmothers are listening. People who do not say English as their preferred language of communication. It is our responsibility and our duty to ensure that they grasp the essence of this very gospel this evening, because this is a gospel. A very important one at that. We need to build a better understanding of the mess we are all in and the desire of a supposedly Christian Britain. You must understand this. You must open your brain. You must open your mind. You must begin to digest what you are hearing this evening. This very gospel is important. Very, very important, because later on I will talk about what the president of Rwanda said about the way we reason. That is the only problem. But my happiness is now we are beginning to come alive. We are beginning to show signs of the ability to digest very complex information, analyze it, and be able to do something positive with it. You must understand that Britain is a Christian entity, supposedly. They colonized the place today you call Nigeria that never existed before. You all know this history. But tonight, I want you to understand the implications of living inside something created by people who no longer worship God. What you're going through now in the zoo is a phase of slavery. It's very subtle, so you don't notice. It is the worst form of neo-colonialism. Britain cannot directly colonize to have access to our vast resources. What they did was they put a house nigger in charge, and they looked all around the zoo. They couldn't have picked Nnamdi Azikiwe because he's learned, albeit with his flaws. They couldn't have picked Awolowo because he was learned. They went to the north to hand over power to them because they know that they are Lamajri, they are Janjaweed. They know they are jihadists. They know they are more preoccupied with implementing and fostering their primitive way of life on other people than to be concerned with the art of good governance. Art is A-R-T, please, not act. Art of good governance. You can never get it from them. We are going through a phase of slavery, using illiterate Muslim al-Majri in the zoo to hold everybody down in bondage. I give you a very simple example before we proceed very quickly. I want you to please tell me in which world you inhabit. Will somebody like Onogin and all the learned people who are on the bench be relegated to the background and a Sharia judge appointed as the CJN? Somebody who cannot express himself, be it in Hausa or in English. Somebody who is not free enough, doesn't even understand the law. A chief justice of a secular, supposedly secular nation, or should I say a secular contraption, arguing for the inclusion of Sharia in the constitution, which means that he doesn't even understand the constitution of Nigeria, which I will explain later on. By merely introducing Sharia into Nigeria, for Obasanjo to allow the 12 Arewa core North states to introduce Sharia, what they have done effectively is to amend the constitution without going to the National Assembly. You must understand the importance and the critical nature of this very aspect of political development in Nigeria. For them to have Sharia without going through the legislature in Abuja means that they have already tampered with the constitution outside the provisions of that same constitution that kept mentioning Sharia. I'm only giving you a bit of background. So when we proceed, you can anchor what you hear on all these very critical pillars that I have mentioned just this very moment. What you have in Nigeria is an alien socio-political arrangement of which the only beneficiaries are Fulani al-Majri. They are the direct beneficiaries of colonialism. You must understand this. Those who are benefiting from the years of slavery and suffering of the people of the South are the North. Britain never took Christianity to them. They refused. Boko Haram that you're seeing that says Western education is dangerous was exactly the same thing the North said to the white man when they first had contact. I'm sure that some of you are now familiar with the statements and pronouncements of Olusegun Obasanjo that said in fact, told all of you who were ignorant before how many years it took for the British to subdue Biafrans. You must understand the importance of that very statement. What they did was Britain had to leave Nigeria But for Britain to retain their control, their influence, to still be colonizing Nigeria till this very moment, they needed a house nigger to do the job for them. And who are those house niggers? They are the Alamajiri Janjaweed, the Fulani feudal laws you have in the north. While they were busy mouthing Western education is dangerous, when they first met the British, I'm not talking about Boko Haram. This was what I'm trying to build this evening is for you to understand that terrorism, Fulanization, Islamization, they are all one and the same. Supported by the Fulani ruling class. You must understand this very well. This evening, I will attempt. I will unravel everything for the whole world to understand what is happening in that very zoo. While they were busy telling the white man then and people now that Western education is dangerous. After all, if it's not dangerous, why would they appoint an Alekali to come and become the CJN of Nigeria, Chief Justice of the Nation? His only experience in law is Sharia. They told you they don't need education. Buhari, when he was alive, was not educated. Of course, I concede sometimes he can speak a bit of English. If you can listen to him, that is. Or if you can hear what he's saying. No certificate, nothing whatsoever. The same thing with the CJM, because they told you that Western education is meaningless. They don't need it. And now they're proving it to you that it's not needed. Not just through terrorism, but by the appointments that they make on a daily basis. While they were busy mouthing their rubbish that Western education is dangerous, they were busy building and forging and enduring master-slave, house-nigger relationship with the British. Because the British, they know this very well, that the East will not bow. And to an extent, the West. They won't, because they're educated. That thing, you know, they know it. They went for the blind house niggers in the North and gave them leadership. That is why the current climate of violent Islamization